It is high time we took a look at, ourselves for one. Are you doing well? Yes, you are, because you're looking at a HPD going around Okayama, and you're also paying attention to the fact, everything is right as rain here on Raidillon TV. Here, we're looking at a HPD going around, and it's currently qualifying. It is also allowing me time. It's allowing me time to bring up the details for you. Where are they? There. If I can get them. There they are. Look at them. 6 o'clock in the morning here on track with a 3.565 kilometer length, 265 meters above the sea level. Clear skies with a quite noticeable wind towards the west. 28 degrees C on the track, or 82 degrees Fahrenheit if you're of the Freedom Books. If you are of the Freedom Books, well, it is going to be a bit of a bloodbath for you, because you're one of two in the GT1 class. So good luck to Jason Potter and Kevin Bellens. Notice I didn't say Bellend, because he's a brave man. I'll call him Kevin the Brave Man Bellens. How about that? Because, I mean, you'd be brave going around the track with this kind of car. Craig?
Hello.
Yeah, what would you think? Is he a brave man?
He's a man.
He's a man.
He's a man's man. You cannot insult Kevin Bellens. He has been driving.
Oh no, I wasn't insulting him.
well.
I was saying that he's brave, as in, like, it's a very what do you call it? A very sort of choice. I think
It is.
wouldn't be my first choice. I'd take the BBR9 around here.
Also, you say 20 kilometers an hour wind. I mean, that's nothing compared to what most of us had in the Bathurst 12 hours yesterday, where it was 30 kilometers at one point, Rob. 30 kilometers, and it was easterly, which, if you want to know what that is when it comes to Bathurst, that's a tailwind going down Skyline. A tailwind going down Skyline was risky. Hello, everybody. We're watching the GT1s. It's week 11 of 12. So I thought to myself, for the first time this season, let's look at the championship standings. We don't have a championship on the broadcast like if you do your 49s, your 79s, or your IMSA Vintage. However, in the Fords, Fabian Dressler is currently leading the championship by 16 points. Of course, it is your best 8 weeks counted, so Seth Whittaker is going to have to get a victory on a very high strength of field to beat him if he's second, Nick Fisson is third. In the GT1s, and it's both GT1s, David Baraclough, which I don't think is out there today, Rob.
No, he is. No, he is. There he is. 16 points ahead of a Mr. Will Eatwell, who has been eating very well in his current pole position tonight. Followed by Thomas Sahela. He is got no chance of winning the championship now, unfortunately. No, I think he's only had 6 weeks counted, so if he did this week, he may have a chance. I don't think he's here today. In the HPDs, very open game, because Kenneth Squeeny is leading by 34 points to Dennis Marquette. And those two are out there today, and it's a nice strength of field. However, remember, your best 8 results. They both have got 8 results, so they're going to have to find a really good result this week. Could be the end of the road, but man, Kenneth Squeeny this season has done 62 races in the whole season, Rob. 33 victories and 52 top 5s. And all those 33 wins, they were all pole positions as well. So he's got it in the back pocket. I will say my personal favorite is the fact that Baraclough just crossed the line. Did he set a time? He did. That's not representative of a good lap, though. 127.8 didn't even count. So he has one more lap to make it count. Otherwise, he'll start at the back of a field of 10, essentially, which is not good. The splits are a bit lopsided today. So we have 16 HPDs. We have 10 GT1s and 8 GT2s. So it's a bit more towards the top end in terms of class structure.
Do we say 7 GT GT2s and one GT 1.5, being that there is Valantageous out there today.
But he's not even the fastest.
But it doesn't matter. He may be 2 tenths slower than Miller, and he's on his second lap right now. But I think he's got a very good chance here to do some damage. And of course, Okayama, it's a track that we're all used to now, Rob.
Yep, it is very much it is a free track, and it's also one of the first tracks that I ever got to race on the service in the Mazdas.
Oh, I never drove it. I never drove it in the Mazdas.
It would have been a different layout though. It would have been the short layout. I think there's a short layout.
Yes, you do turn 1. And instead of taking the left after turn 1, you take a right onto what would be, I believe, Piper.
Yeah, on Piper.
So you missed a double corner there. Just watching Valantageous myself, he's going to be the last one to set a lap time. What can he do as he crosses the line? Does he go faster? He needs to find 3 tenths really to get into pole position, and Valantageous finds the 3 tenths. By 1,000th, he doesn't get it though because of Robert Miller.
Robert Miller got the position first, so therefore he gets the qualifying position. But as
sorry,
he got it exactly the same time as Jack Villeneuve.
Kevin Bellens is listening to the stream. He has heard your comment of Madman. Is there anything you would like to respond to him?
Tell him that he's brave. And good luck out there, sir. But it's good luck from us for all the drivers as the qualifying results are scrolling on your screens. The particular of note is I did see Miss Taylor Lane. There she is, 121.323. That is a bit down from where she was the last time. So, Taylor, you need to pull up them socks, girl, as some would say. Barraclaw as well, by the way, just absolutely mince-meeting that second qualifying lap to qualify first for GT1s. Will Eatwell coming home in second, so he is eating well. And the Weetabix out there for Kevin Bellens. He's fifth. He's fifth in a sea of GT2s that are not him. And Potter, I love the livery. But I feel like he is he's at the back going, where am I? Robert Miller, by the way, qualifies first with Valantageous because he set the same qualifying time. Comes home in second due to that. Hernando is in third. Thyssen fourth, but that's fifth. Salgado in the play do duff quickie Mr. Plow Mose. That one. Dubois is out there, and Fleury is out there. That makes it another week that Seth Whitaker does not make an appearance. And what makes it even worse is that's 141. Fleury, student driver.
Yeah, can I just say as well, I think Seth's a little bit busy. There might be something going on iRacing. For those unaware, Seth is an iRacing member, so it could...
We're all iRacing members. He's silly Billy. He's part of iRacing staff.
Oh yeah. Come on, yeah. All right.
It's like we're all iRacing members. You pay that 15 quid a month, eh?
I pay my freedom, as somebody said once on the social
goodness.
media platform.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, somebody actually said that. By the way, like we said, so that wind is westerly. Which, if I recall right, that means on the start-finish stretch, you're going to have a tailwind, which is going to be pretty...
You're not going to have a fun time of it. Let's be realistic, because with how short the warming-up period is for these laps, it's going to be quite difficult. Pace car will pull off. Pit stops are essentially... Or the pit stalls, or the pit entry is simply right here. They'll come around... Cerquini, if he's smart, he would have gone already, but no, he has to wait. Guns it now. Qualifying is over. Racing has begun. Kenneth Cerquini somehow still manages to get the jump off the start. That was Adamson just getting caught up there, coming down. The Pesavento and Marquardt coming up through the field. GT2's in the similar position. That is a Apex this car, who is apexing this. And he's done well. That is Will Eatwell trying to get in through the inside onto Yeah, just he's trying, but GT2 is also making it.
Oh! Visson with a save. Visson just kicks it out of the wall. And I don't know how. There's also, you've got Mark Johnson having a little bit of a spin coming down the S's. He made a mistake into Williams, and I think he got rear-ended by, that was Mikhail Kipstep. So Mikhail's going to have some damage as well. This is Visson on board right now. Valentejas has the lead, by the way, in the GT2s, as we kind of expected, going down the back straight into hairpin corner. Thank you, Japan. I love how simplistic these names are. Into Revolver, into Piper. It's just going to be interesting to see. A lot of people know this track. I'm surprised we don't get a lot more drivers out here today. It's a free track, folks. Where are you? Let's be having you.
I think they're getting over the fact that the Bathurst 12 took place.
I only did a double, but I was still absolutely knackered after being there for 12 hours. It's very tough out there. On board with Robert Miller. Now we're back on with the HPD.
Dennis Marquardt looking at.
Marquardt.
Yeah. He's looking at the rear end of Cirquini, who's been able to get a little bit of distance. Going through. Sweeping right-hander. You'll head up the hill. And then you'd want to keep it nice and wide, get enough power down. You don't want to scrub off as you're coming up. Then a little bit of a brake at the 100 mark. There you go. Deep down into the 180. Several of three.
Loads of 180s. Loads of 180s.
There is.
Hairpin corner into Revolver, into Piper, and then you take a break, and then you come down into Redmond, then Hobbs. So this is Redmond. Now into Hobbs, and look how many they got.
Oh no! Cirquini!
No!
Cirquini, out of nowhere, slides the car all on his own, and unfortunately, that was Marquardt. Yeah, Marquardt couldn't warm up the car, slow it down, and the upshot of that is the number 10 car has just decided.
Yeah, Benoit Favre. No, it's Favre, sorry, not Favre. Favre, it's a VR, not RV. Favre taking you as well. Meanwhile, Ryan Ware going to get past Dennis Marquette if he's not too careful. And just going to keep on moving. Can he get this side by side? No, Marquette's going to hold on to this. That's very important for him because now you've got all these drivers going on by.
Pasavento comes up into second, is still being hounded though. Cirquini not letting him having the final say of things. That was very unfortunate for Cirquini, but I think he really can't. Well, he can't really necessarily do much in a situation where your car decides it doesn't want grip anymore. Taylor Lane moving up. She started 11th, a little bit of argy-bargy side by side with Drew Guthrie, who's not leaving anything to chance, but however got absolutely compromised for the entry into the the first of 3 180s, and is now up into 6th into.
That bait.
Yeah, that was a great bait.
Yeah, I like it because the problem with that section.
I love. Sorry, 1 second. I love how the camera cannot see anything because of trees.
I love these new cameras. With that corner, with hairpin into Revolver, and it's the same with Redmond into Hobbs, if you're going to make the move, you have to try and allow yourself to go around the outside on one of the corners. So Taylor decided she was going to take the outside on one of the corners. It made Drew force the mistake. He goes a little bit too hot. He picks up on that. Great play by Taylor. Back to the GT1s we go. Not a lot going on, and Eatwell is just constantly on the back of David Barraclough.
No, there is actually a bit going on. He's pushing hard. That is the main criteria. Just, by the way, the lap time differences are not that much. So the class, yeah. So I do not think we will see a class-on-class overtake in terms of lapping this race. But you know, anything can happen. But I'm pretty sure Eatwell just wants a big old straight just to get him, and the only big old straight is the one that's coming up.
Yeah, this one out of Outwood, the uphill right-hander. It's not really a hairpin, it's a sweeping right-hander with how long it goes on. But it doesn't get the launch he wants. Cal Young behind him isn't going to get anything either, so they're just going to have to wait. And in fact, if you look at the rest of the field, even the GT2s, similar situation. Miller trying to get past Valentejas, cannot do it. Keep on to this, though. I love how that camera. Wish that camera was a little bit better, Rob, because it would almost be like those boom arms you get in F1 nowadays.
Yeah, the boom arms are coming into effect. You got a boomerang actually, so you're now joining the revolution of boomerang.
Yeah, it's a low profile. It's not an over the monitor one. There has been a driver.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, there's been several. So Andrew.
Oh, it's Drew.
Yeah,
Drew's gone off.
Drew, Brady, and Alex of HPD class fame all had offings. They're past the 9th hole, or the bottom of the 9, unfortunately. If you know your golf, you know what that means. But I will say, Miller's doing an incredible job keeping up with literal alien. I mean,
that's the best way to describe it.
I mean, the man. I mean, I don't know how long he's practicing this car, but he literally got into it and said, "All right, speed."
I mean, we know how good Valentage's is because of the other historic races that we have worked on. Look at his performance in the IMSA Vintage. If he wanted to, he could win both divisions in a season. If he just did what if he did half of what 8 weeks or no 6 weeks, sorry, in both, because he would own 6 and 6, he would be able to do it with no problem. But yeah, he's just so good as Valentage's. It's how do you explain how good he is? Does he even do special events? Did he do Bathurst yesterday?
You'd have to ask him.
He would have been top split.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, well, 9K rating, absolutely. I would have wagered he'd been in top split. To be fair,
I did not see. I ought to look. To be fair, that would be very interesting.
You know what I am looking at. I'm looking at this. So Queenie back up into second, passing Passavento, and already challenging the likes of Benoit Favre, who really is probably screaming in his cockpit going, I want these 20 minutes to be 2 minutes, please. Thank you. And yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't blame him because he's literally got the devil himself in terms of good performance right behind him. And he's getting ever closer. And he's getting, he's pulling out to the outside.
Late one.
Yeah, he's giving him the idea that he will risk the biscuit. Might not actually risk the biscuit, but if you tempt your person that you're battling up against that you'll risk the biscuit, you will inevitably get them to make the mistake of braking late to try and compensate and then overextending, or making the mistake in a corner because they're like, I need to dive out the way.
Well, they're going to dive out the way right now with GT2. Oh, that was Romain Fleury. He had to get out the way. I thought that was going to be an issue there for Benoit, but he manages to avoid it. And there goes Massimiliano Cristevento. He's going by as well. Is this going to be a move from Squeenie?
He does at least pull off to the side of the road.
He did, but that whole Mike Knight into last corner, it's very scary to have anyone pull over to one side. And
he lost the gear.
Oh no!
He lost the gear. He slowed down so much he forgot what gear he was in. Stop.
Hey, we've all done that. We've all pulled into a junction with the wrong gear, in all due fairness. It has happened. Meanwhile, HPD battle. Squeenie's going to pull to the side. Here we go. Here they go side by side. It's going to be as easy as you want. Kenneth will retake the lead that he lost, 3 laps ago?
No, it would have been 4 laps ago.
Wow, okay, 4 laps ago.
But I think Benoit just said, well, he's got me, and he's a faster driver anyway, so there's no point in... There wouldn't be any real point in battling it, because if it did, I'd never hear the end of it, because...
Elizabeth, you got me!
Yeah, essentially that. Group of 4, from 3rd through to 6th at the moment. This is the back of it. Taylor Lane taking up the rear, with Massimiliano Passavento on the front. He's lost the 2 of Benoit and Kenneth, so he will try and consolidate and keep his 3rd. In the middle is Marquardt, who we saw having the issue, and he is actually carrying front right damage from where he collided with Sirquini, who had the mistake. Ryan Ware kind of stuck in the middle with what can only appear to be a aqua-themed HPD car.
What is that?
With the Super Mario helmet.
It's the me, your Mario.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how to explain this. American welding and gas and then if I turn it around, it says "Don't lift."
Yeah.
Why wouldn't? Why lift? Why lift even? Also, it's the wrong car for it. I mean, that's.
Are you having a moment right now with Kevin Blinkley because he's going to make a move on Roman Raidillon, but it's because of the fact that he's an American using an Aston Martin. He's using the right machinery. We're just going to be biased here because I am British. He should get this move right now. Will Wheatwell is right behind. He's just going to be watching this. Side by side, they go into hairpin. I don't think that Roman's going to hold on to this. And in fact, he's gone so wide. Will's going to try and do this. He's going to have to do this around the outside as Will. It'll be very tough to do this. A slide. Very good. Wow. Well done, Roman. You know what? That is fantastic. Still fighting. Roman just slid that car out with a car beside and did not make any contact. Well done, both drivers there. Great move from Will, though, to force the mistake.
What happened to Will, though? He was second.
Yeah, Will had a moment.
Oh.
Yeah,
so he did not eat his Weezy Bix. He ate frosted flakes.
Will lost it lap 5 on turn 1.
Oh, he ate frosted flakes.
Oh my god, frosted flakes? What's wrong with frosted flakes?
You tell me what. You tell me what's right with frosted flakes. They're just full of sugar, innit?
Exactly. Wait, hang on. No, hang on. We're before Watershed in the UK. I cannot promote sugary products. Moving on swiftly. That's a law.
That is a thing. Yeah, that is a thing. I'm pretty sure we have something similar ourselves over here. I've seen much less ads for it actually. I see a lot more beer 0% ads, but that's likely just the demographic that I'm currently. I'm pretty sure this camera set was made with the idea that there were not going to be anything. There was going to be nothing there, but alas, I digress. On the inside, and that is going to be. I think that's Lawrence. It is. So the HPDs have passed Lawrence, and he's actually not too. Oh wait, they've actually passed nearly half the
field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leader's coming up to P4, which I believe is Jack Pittus today, so he's there. And of course, those leaders, it's going to be a little bit bunched up. It's not the bunching up that you're used to if your HPD's coming around to the Fords. Usually there's 3 cars bunched up together at the front. Usually it's Seth, it's Fisson, and someone else I can't remember. But yeah, usually there's 3 of them or something that isn't today. So looking at, by the way, remember that qualifying? You said it was equal. Remember, iRacing rounds up. It was 1,000 to us, and ATVO. Say it right, Nick. I said it right, Nick. AVTO had it with that rounding up. So here we go with more battles on battles. I tell you what, I don't know if we can just get a hang on Marquette Ware and Lane because they're going through traffic, and it's had a little bit of an issue. Because look how bunched up they are now, trying to get past the Quickie Mart, and one's going to struggle. Oh, they're going to struggle again, and Taylor's going to have to try and go around the outside. Oh, no! No, Marco's gone!
Oh, there goes the Quickie Mart, unfortunately. Sticking it here, though, that is going to be Taylor Lane. Sat behind Ryan Ware, who's sat behind Marquardt. Traffic has closed them up quite considerably, so now there are... Not really much. There is not much she can do, apart from wait for the opportune moment. Now that is also Massimilio being held up by another of the GT2s. So I'm assuming at this point it's anybody's game. As long as you're brave enough, you kind of have to make it happen on the inside. Second 180 into the third 180. No moves here. It probably would be a bit too silly to make the move here. You want to wait for the big straightaway to make it. In through and around.
Round they go one more time. Also, have some shame for just disowning. Quickie Mart's gone. Oh well. We're not the Simpsons. We're not going to just own them just like that. But these 3. They've got another Ford up ahead, which is Sergio Hernando. We haven't talked a lot about him in P3 today. Are they going to be able to try and make a move around here? Look at the way Taylor's taking wider lines through Williams. and then they get to the Moss S, and they just have a little bit of an issue. Taylor does have a little bit more bit of speed going into those corners, but just can't make it work when they get here Atwood. It's just very interesting to see. And with that double slipstream, Ware's going to get it. There's nothing she can do.
I mean, all they can really do is your best. At least that's what you would hope.
Just do your best. You're halfway through. You're doing a great job.
Yeah. Miller still holding on. Has not lost Andreas Valenteus. Or Andreas Valenteus. He's still able to hold off Miller, but Miller might just be wanting to make a move when the time is right, as will the group of three stuck behind Massimiliano, who are still trying to catch him. He's using all of this. Why are you flashing your lights? The man will let you by.
Just letting you know that he's going by. Just letting you know he's going by. Just don't worry. He's going by, that's fine. It's going to be interesting with the rest of this field as well, because I believe Marquette gets ahead of Miller before Ware and Lane can. And now Ware's going to get a very tricky way through the S's. Lane's maybe stuck here. Going to be late braking to get there. That affects Miller's battle with Valentejas, but this allows Taylor to get a really good run. Can she make the most of it? Again, she cannot. The best overtaking spot on the track, and she just cannot get the run.
I mean, you can get at the run, but is it worth it when you're getting into a section like this? You're basically kind of stuck in it.
Well, you can make the moves here. You know, you can actually make the moves around these corners, but it's very tough. Like I said, you kind of have to set it up, and you kind of have to accept that if you're going to do it, you're going to be side by side through one or two of the corners. So that's why a lot of the drivers don't go for it as such. It's very interesting to see what happens. Such a shame that Ford battle has kind of pitted out after the traffic, because Miller's now a second and a half behind Valentejas, and we see half a track and some roofing, Rob.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Just a little bit of roofing. You know,
half a track and roofing. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if there was advertisers on the top of it, there'd be great advertising, because you can get them all in a space of about 12 seconds.
We're not NASCAR.
Well, you know, some people would want a lot of this to be NASCAR. You know.
I wouldn't want NASCAR, because NASCAR don't get rain, and we're getting rain in 2 weeks. In 9 days, actually.
In 9 days. Yes.
And we're gonna have the last official series broadcast on iRacing before the update. Because there'll be no broadcast splits on a Monday. We will have the last one, Rob. Think about that. Think about that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, next week, Laguna Seca, the finale of the first season of the resurrected Proto-GT Challenge. And we're watching Will Eatwell on Kevin Bellens trying to take the lines. Interesting lines by both drivers. You were saying Bellens was a mad lad for that Corvette. He's +2 on the day. I don't think he's that mad.
He's doing well, isn't it? He's actually doing well. I will reiterate, it would have been my first choice. I mean, it's a pretty heavy car for a very corner-heavy track.
Yeah, but it's still got that V8 motor, so you just put the throttle down.
Yeah, but the Aston also... correct me if I'm wrong, the Aston has a V12.
I mean, put it like this, the Aston will always have something better than a Corvette because it's British.
But for me, that's a detriment, though.
What, V12?
No, the Britishness of it. Because...
I say, old chap, I think that's just rude.
Okay, well, yeah, but I mean, like... I don't mean, like, the nationality. I mean, it's British. You know, how many car companies are British these days?
Excuse me, how many car companies have there been in Ireland?
Counting in the north, it's been one. DeLorean.
Ireland, the Republic.
None.
Exactly. I think you'll find that we have the best machinery in the world. Now, toodle pip, and watch the superior British authorities.
And who owns Aston Martin?
What, the F1 team, the hypercar team, or the WEC team?
The manufacturer that is Aston Martin. That makes the DBS. In the past has made the DB5, the DBS, DB7, the DB9.
Yeah, it's British. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. They're all British.
I'm looking at it now. The brand Aston Martin is currently owned by. Okay, where are we? Who owns it? Lawrence Stroll.
Yeah, I know. And we're also watching Kevin Bellens make some moves there. You're saying that it's Canadian. I don't really care because Canada is still part of the Commonwealth to me. Kill counts there for me. Great defense here from Bellens on Eat Well as we get back to the racing. And there is nowhere to go. This is Nick Fisson, though, while those two are battling. He's in a little scrap. He is trying to get onto Jack Pittus. Haven't talked a lot about these two today either.
No, Thisson we had that issue on lap 1 or 2. It was lap 1, wasn't it?
Yes.
He's been making his way back through the field. He's gone back up into 5th, chasing 4th. That's Jack Pittus ahead of him. Probably under the impression that he's about to get past him, but he won't go down without a fight. He'll look for a bit of a scrap. You know how it is. Robert Miller, I can announce, unfortunately has lost the back end of Valenteus, and then some. Yeah, he's 3 seconds behind. As of right now, the battles that we're looking at is a bit of an accident there. That's Nathan Alul and Jose. No, sorry, Jose had a little bit of a slip up, but he makes it through. That's Valenteus.
Whoa, what's happened to Valenteus? Big time drama for Valenteus. Has he just gone? He had to take avoided action. No. No!
All right, let's have a look.
Nathan, no. Nathan, no.
Let's have a look. This is on board with Valenteus in the replay. He comes around. Oh, that was a bit of a... Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a nightmare of a rejoin.
Nathan, no.
Yeah, that was... I will have to say, Nathan, that's not a rejoin. That's dangerous, my friend. In... second place now sits Valenteus. Robert Miller will have to scream away insofar in the fact that he will know the faster driver is behind him, but can he hold him off for the next 7 minutes? Time will tell. Taylor Lane has made the move on Ryan Ware and stuck it. She's up into 5th. She can try and sit on top of Marquand next. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just thought of how that sounded. That's awful. I'm sorry. Marquand is kind of... Jesus Christ. He's stuck in between...
They're all stuck. Look at it. And this is not going to help Taylor either. We've got battles with the final 6 minutes to go everywhere. Young on Barraclough for the lead of the GT1s. We've got this battle for the final podium spots in the HPDs. We've got a battle for the other spots on the podium for the GT1s. Nothing happening in the HPDs apart from this. GT2s is going to be interesting with Valenteus. We've got about 4 laps to go.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
A little bit of a blink there. Holy moly. I will tell you, though, that I do suspect that... sorry, Thisson has actually passed Pittus already, so that's kind of settled as of right now. Eatwell could get up into 3rd. Bellens under threat, really having to crank the gears as he's going around. He's using all of the track and then some. Because, I mean, well, if you're sat on board, right? You're sat on board. This is Bellens. You see a grey in color, matte grey in color, Will Eatwell right behind you with his Genie Mac as close as you'd like. His light's literally blaring at you. I'd run away as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I'd be quite worried. Look at this. Look at this. He's actually forced it. Can he get the overrun? No, he can't, but he's forced the issue there on Bellens. Could be interesting. Taylor Lane made the overtake around the outside here of the hairpin corner a couple of laps ago. Presevento is going to have to try and take the hard way around. This might work for Will. They could be free wide all of a sudden. No. And now, this is smart from Will, but it can't work.
he was going to follow around the outside to make a late move. Could not make it work. That would have been some real high IQ moves there. Cao Young lost the switcher at Barraclough in the lead of the GT1s with a slowdown. He's got it back again with more issues. Keeping on with this, Will Eatwell trying to go around the outside of Redmond corner. He doesn't have it. Bellens closes it, going into Mike, going into Hobbs. Real good defending here. Real good racing by these two with 4 minutes left.
Bellens having to absolutely use every bit of the track and then some to try and hold off Will Eatwell. This is what I was saying around this track in particular. He's pulling in. Oh, that is a HPD.
Four wide! 4 wide!
No!
Kev, no! Taylor Lane, you did not just do that! Taylor Lane, you did not just do that!
Still there, holding on. Clear.
4 wide! And she got the move!
How did that happen, actually? Let's have a look. This is Taylor Lane in the car number 11. Now, oh, that was a quite sharpish pull-off. Unfortunately, that was Marquardt given the short end of the stick.
Watch this! Watch this!
Yeah.
Just... Hello, iRacing highlights. Yes, please, thank you very much. He's also just sent it in very late onto a Ford GT2 to try and hold the position. This is madness! 4 wide around the outside of first corner.
Fourth position is Taylor Lane's to keep, but it's also hers to lose if she makes a mistake. 3 minutes to go. She will only have 2 laps to hold on to it.
She's getting a tweet by me after this because that's just an amazing move. That's getting sent to iRacing for sure. Will Eatwell is still battling as well, though, Rob, and he's caught onto the back of Bellens once again. These two come around the final corner, and in the background, there they are. They're the 2 GT1s battling, but with a few more laps left to go. What can Will do? He just can't catch up at the moment.
Who Eatwell?
Yeah. What does he do? Does he eat well? Anyway, what can Marquette do? What can Lane do? What can Ware do? What can Eatwell do? What can Bellens do? And also, we've got to look at the battle in the Ford GT2s as well, because Balotage has almost collected Robert Miller. So we're going to be watching this at the moment. We see Young on, not the Young, sorry, this is Eatwell on Bellens.
Well, I tell you this much, right? Oh, I think we're confusing different Taylors, by the way.
Are we?
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
We do know a Taylor.
Yeah, we do know a Taylor.
Taylor Mills. It's a Taylor Mills, yeah. I apologize.
Bugger.
Apologise for that, Taylor. Still one hell of a move.
Oh, Barraclough has lost the lead.
Now, what's happened here with Barraclough? Is that a slow... No! He got rear-ended from Taylor! No, he spun. No, he didn't. He got spun. He spun by his own accord. Taylor didn't hit it.
No, Taylor didn't. No. Why did he do that?
Don't know.
Hang on, let's have a listen. Listen on the board. Let's have a listen. Oh, that's a gear mash. Yeah, that is a gear mash.
Yeah.
Just here. 1. No, he goes 1, 2, 3, like 3 gears.
Will's gone off. Will's gone off. Will Eatwell's gone off.
He's not eating his Weetabix.
He got squeezed by an HPD trying to make a move that was never there. And he went onto the grass and heavy into the wall. Oh, it is all going on at the moment. I believe the HPD leader is going to take the penultimate lap. Yes, a few more corners, and Squeenie will be taking the white flag. This is going to be interesting because according to my calculations, he's going to catch up to Miller and Valentages who are battling for the Ford GT2 win.
Oh yeah, I just had a look at Taylor Lane. Man's got a beard that would put the weak chin on both of us.
Oh man, I wondered why. I
thought it was Taylor Mills. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Apologies for that. We both did.
So Queenie crossed the line, taking the white flag.
Yeah. Sorry.
But as Murray would say, this is the final lap.
Final lap. These two still battling, Barraclough and Young. Got to keep our eyes, because Valentages and Miller, according to the stats, this will be the last lap they take, and Valentages only has one last shot left to make it on Robert Miller, and he's not going to make it. This could be a very rare situation where Valentages does not win. He's going to lose iRacing with a P2, Rob.
Do you have the Tarquinia soundbite ready?
I have to. Where would you like me to play it?
I'll give you a cue. Alright, I'll give you a cue. Hang on. Where is it? Hang on.
Squeeney's coming around the final corner. Squeeney's got two more corners left to go.
Okay, when you cross the line, play it, alright? When you cross the line.
Is he going to actually hold it? I think he's going to hold it for Valentages to do one more lap. Yes, he lets the GT2 do one more lap, which means, unfortunately...
Off! It's Tarquini!
It's Squeeny takes the victory in the HPDs. Favre is going to take P2. A very good P3 for Presavento. What a drive by Taylor Lane. That move to make that stick. Fantastic. And we've got other battles going. Cal Young will get the win over Barraclough in the GT2. And Bellens held off Eatwell earlier. He then had to hold off Kevin Blinkley. And now, Rob, just one battle remains. And they're on the back straight.
On board with Andreas Valentaeus, battling for Rob Miller. He'll have a very, very set of technical corners. It's one 180. Then a 90, then another 90, 180, 180, 90, 90. So it'll be very technical to get a good lift off. This will probably be the best time to do it. He's just not close enough. Not able to execute successfully. Left into the 90, right 180. Comes up through the hill, into it, into right 90, past the entry for the pit lane. And I don't think he's done it. Robert Miller has one more corner to do. And there it is. Unfortunately, Robert Miller just pips the post on Valentaeus. And Valentaeus, apart from being absolutely livid that he wasn't first, is probably going to be livid that it was Miller that bet him to it. Though Miller did a very good job of keeping up with him when he did. Not to detriment Miller by any chance.
Oh, I don't think Valentages had anything. That's just a great... What can Valentages do? It's clear as well that this isn't a car he's used to.
No.
And I think he was using a lot of his normal ability. I'd say his normal ability. You know what he's like. He tries... He didn't do Bathurst, by the way. He is a historic driver. He does have that ability, but sometimes if you're not used to the car, you're not used to the car. So... that is the way it goes. Here are the results going down the screen. Just looking at anyone making big gains in the race. Well, Taylor Lane made 7. Miguel in 7th made up 9 positions, but he did the Kurt Clapper, Rob. He did the Kurt Clapper.
I still don't understand why Kurt Clapper keeps doing his last to first memes, because, I mean, if he had qualified, he probably would get first a lot more than he actually does.
Hey, Kurt, I miss you. Come back.
The big one for me is actually Bellens. Simply because he's having to battle in the field of DBR9s. Was the one for me, actually. Was the big result today. Miller, of course. And as well as which, Thyssen, after his lap 1 incident, making up the positions.
The crazy thing is, right? All the Fords finished where they started.
You're joking?
I'm not. Robert started the Fords on pole. Valentages started P2. Sergio 3rd. Nick 4th. Jack 5th. Marco 6th. Lawrence 7th. And Romain 8th. They all finished where they started in class.
Wow, that's actually bananas.
I know.
But, next time out, Laguna Seca. I'm actually really excited to see how the HPDs perform, because I already know they're going to bottom out. Constantly.
There's no history with GT1s at Laguna, is there? No, definitely not.
There's no such thing as somebody saying "keep digging" as loud as they can over the microphone.
No. There's nothing. There's no real life history in the GT1s at Laguna, is there? No, just the Corvette forcing a Porsche off the road at the start finish line. You know, it actually right for all the tracks. Remember, folks, this schedule this season, everybody knew the HPDs were coming back. It was a very popular track selection to get the numbers. It's done well. Next week, it's another free track. It's not an overly popular track, but in terms of the history of American Le Mans series, which these cars would have been in, it has its place. So it's a fun track to watch these cars go around. If you've done any multi-class around here, around Laguna, it's going to be fun. So again, it's the last. I don't want to hype it up like we got an ego. It will be the last series to be broadcasted in the season on iRacing on the Sunday night. So if you all just want something a little bit of fun, let your hair down before the class splits, before the rain comes. We're not getting rain, by the way. We're not getting rain yet on this series. Don't worry. Before anything happens, come and join us next Sunday.
At Laguna Seca.
At Laguna Seca.
But that'll be it for us here on Raidillon TV. As always, click like and subscribe so you don't miss a moment. Enjoy our goofs and our, well, big mistakes anyway. As we said before, next week, Laguna Seca at the same time, hopefully. Up until then, though, I have been Robert O'Brien.
And I have been Craig King.
This has been Raidillon TV, the only corner that you need. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.